You go in, you hand in your room ticket, and off to MEPS, the Medical Examination Center. Off, they send you back out there on the bus. I drove, so I just followed the bus there. Okay, then when you first get there to the medical center, like the minute you get there, it's a lot of waiting. The entire time is waiting, which I don't mind. I have a lot of patience. I didn't mind the waiting, but unfortunately for me, I was the last one. I was the last girl. I was the last one, period, to be called for anything, and that kind of sucked. I think it's mostly because like the first paperwork that I signed, I was the last one because I probably had the most tattoos there. So, um, anyway, when you get to MEPS, you all check in and get in a single file line. They call your name, you get your paper. They tell you to go here, you go there, you go there, you go there, and all that. You know, they send you all over the place, and you just follow directions. Because if you don't follow directions, you will get yelled at. Like, you're not even at basic training yet, and you're already getting yelled at. They will yell at you, and just kind of be prepared for that. Just try to keep your temper under control, because they definitely will yell at you even if you didn't do anything wrong. But they're going to be telling you, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, move, move, move. You know, just got to get used to it. That's what you signed up for. So after they tell you, hey, go there, you then going to fill out a lot of paperwork. And this paperwork, the first piece of paper that you get, it's going to be the same paper that you filled out with your recruiter. So just kind of make sure that everything that you fill out is matching what you already filled out with your recruiter, because if it doesn't match, then they're probably going to send you back home. They're going to call your recruiter. However it works, it's going to be a problem for you if it doesn't match. So whatever you told your recruiter, don't get scared when you get the MEPS and be like, oh, well, maybe I did smoke one or twice, or maybe I did try this, oh, maybe the scar is, don't. Whatever you said to your recruiter, that's what you need to say in the MEPS. I'm not saying go and lie. Just don't lie in the first place. Whatever you, just think of it as like your recruiter is your lawyer, and MEPS is the judge. They're the prosecutors. They're going to decide if you go on or if you go home. So listen to your recruiter. Tell your recruiter everything. Tell your recruiter, I'm serious, like, tell your recruiter everything, because they're the ones that's going to see you through everything. They don't want you to not join. That's their job. They want you to join. So whatever you tell them, they're going to lead you the way. So whatever you tell your recruiter, make sure that's what you tell MEPS. Don't leave nothing out. No, just stick to your story. Don't get scared, and don't make things bigger than what they are, because MEPS is pretty much, they'll ask a simple question like, have you ever been in the cop car before? If you say yes, like you just sitting there waiting for your mom because you got lost or something like that. If you say yes, they're going to think, oh, well, this person been arrested before. They're going to think the worst case scenario. Okay, so just stick to the story, follow it through. Okay. So then after that, you pretty much go and you just doing all your testing. After you fill out your paperwork, you just test after test. There's a hearing test, there's an eye exam, you get your blood drawn, then you get your height and your weight checked again and again. You always gonna get your height and weight checked. If you're a female, you get a pregnancy test. I didn't know that, but you get a pregnancy test. Not that it matters. Not that it matters to me, but just saying. You get a pregnancy test. Just basic tests that you're gonna get, and just really follow directions. Whatever they tell you to do something, if you don't understand the instructions, ask them. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by, ask them, because if you do it wrong, that's what they're gonna write down on the paper. Cause I've had that experience. Like the doctor told me to close my nose and blow, and I just flew lightly. I didn't know that I was supposed to make my eardrums pop or whatever, move, whatever. And so she wrote that on the paper. So that disqualified me from a lot of jobs, like working on airplanes and everything. Just completely disqualified me because she said my eardrums wasn't moving or whatever she said. I was just like, whatever, man. I'm just trying to get through. Whatever you write, cool, whatever. I didn't even care at this point. But I didn't understand the instructions, and I should have asked. That was on me. And the same thing with the hearing test, and that can also get you too, because there's 3 beeps. There's beep, 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 and then you press the button. It's not a regular hearing test where, oh, if you hear a beep, press the button. It has to be 3 beeps. See, me, I was a little bit confused because I was just thinking, oh, 3 beeps, hit the button. So it could be beep, 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 click. You know, just ask them, ask exactly how do I do this? What did you say? What do you mean? Ask. Because I didn't ask, and I really got disqualified from a lot of jobs that I really wanted to do. That's why I'm kind of making this video now, because you really have to pay attention. You really have to listen, even if you're tired. And by the way, at the hotel, make sure that you go to sleep early. Don't try to hang out with everybody. Go to sleep early. I went to sleep late because I was watching the game. But make sure that you get a good night's rest. Don't stay up stressing about the next day. Just get a good night's rest. So anyway, I went and I got my hearing. I got my blood drawn. I took the pregnancy test. And I took a drug test. I took a breathalyzer test. I took eye exam. So after everything, all the females had to get undressed, bra, panties, and in a room with a bunch of other girls, and you had to perform this physical activities that they tell you to do, which was pretty easy if you're not like disabled, which I doubt, because you probably wouldn't be joining the Air Force. Then it's pretty easy. It's nothing really hard. I don't even think I need to go into depth about that, because it's pretty easy. You're just walking on your tippy toes. You're walking fast. You're moving backwards. Making sure you got 5 fingers on each hand. Making sure that you got 5 toes on each feet. Making sure that you don't have athlete's foot. All that stuff. So after that, you kind of do like a one-on-one. Actually, you do the one-on-one before you go into the room. Once you get in the room with the other females, you know you made it to the next stop. You made it to the next step. So it's like I said, it's about 45 to 50 of us. People was dropping like flies. Oh, you need a waiver. You need a waiver. You need to go. You're disqualified. You're temporarily disqualified. Everyone was just leaving one by one. Out of 45 to 50 of us, I think only 15 of us made it through. Or technically, I didn't make it through. I got temporarily disqualified. But I'm going to explain why. This video is going to be kind of long, so hang in there. So when you're doing your one-on-one with the doctor, she's going to ask you everything again that you have wrote down on your recruiters, the same sheet of paper that you wrote down, everything that you wrote down with your recruiter, everything you answered with your recruiter. Then you answered again when you first got to MEPS. Now you're going to answer it again with the doctor face to face. So stick to your story. Do not lie. Do not change your story. Stick to your story from the jump. Alright? Just stick to it, because it's going to bite you in the ass. So the whole thing with me being temporarily disqualified, she asked me about, let's see if you can see this. She asked me about these scars on my wrist. Let me see. Yeah, I had those scars on my wrist, and those scars. She asked me about how'd you get them, and I told her how I got them. You know, it wasn't anything crazy, any crazy stories, just a scar, and they naturally healed on itself, kind of. I didn't get any stitches. If you got stitches, they're probably going to ask for paperwork for that, for, you know, from wherever doctor or hospital. They're going to ask for paperwork for almost everything. This scar in my eye right here, she examined that, asked me about that. I told her, you know, I answered that question. These are questions that I was already prepared for, and you know, they could kind of see through your BS because they know people come in here to lie, but just like I said, stick to your story. Whatever happened to you, just go ahead and tell them, especially if it's life threatening. You got asthma, make sure that you tell them these things, because it doesn't mean that you're going to be disqualified or anything. It just means that they need to write it down. You may be disqualified for certain jobs, but you can't go in there and lie and say, oh, I don't have allergies, knowing that you're allergic to peanuts or something like that. You need to be honest. All right, so after that, I passed everything until she asked me to smile, and my teeth, I don't have like the perfect teeth, hence why I want to join the Air Force. So that's why I've been temporarily disqualified, because of my cavities, which, I mean, it's not much I could have done about that. I cost about a lot of money, like about $3,000 for me to get work done on my teeth. I don't have insurance. So I explained that to them, and they still was like, well, go ahead and talk to your dentist, get a waiver, and come back. Talked to my dentist, and I came back. My dentist said that I can serve my country with cavities. May I still join? So I came back to MEPS. That entire process was about 3 weeks of being disqualified and trying to get all this paperwork done and talking to my recruiter, and my recruiter talking to MEPS, and my recruiter talking to, you know, me talking to my dentist. It was so much. It took about 3 weeks. So then I went back 3 weeks later, back to MEPS. And once you get that waiver, that pretty much means that you have passed MEPS. Unless you've done something else or something else has happened to you, you're good. After that, you're good. So I went through MEPS. I swore in, and I went and I got, you know, all my top 10 jobs. I picked my top 10 jobs. A few other tests that I had to take at the liaison office, and I had to lift some weights, all that stuff. There's a few other things that I didn't do last time I was there. I had to take another pregnancy test, because they had to make you take a test after every 30 days, I think it was. So, like I said, that was about 3 weeks. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's my MEPS experience. It was just a lot of waiting, a lot of stress, and just a lot of stress. It was a lot of stress. But now I've been into DEP. I've been in the DEP program for about 4 weeks. I have not heard anything about a job yet. I did pick my top 10 jobs, and I'm pretty satisfied with them. I will not be mad or upset if I get any of them. So I'm just waiting. Actually, at my DEP call today, my recruiter told me that, you know, pretty soon I should be getting a call about my job, because the Air Force just got a list of jobs, and hopefully I'm on that list, you know, to get a job, get a shipping date so I can go out to basic training. Right now, I've just been trying to stay fit, you know, trying to stay qualified. Any other questions, go ahead, comment down below. This is a long video, so I didn't want to keep dragging on. If you have any other questions, go ahead, comment down below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned, and yeah, just stay tuned for real, because I'm going to be keeping you guys posted on me, and me and Teresa is going to keep y'all posted on us. Thank y'all for all the support. and